So, today we're going to dive into a set of really incredible photos from an event that was, well, so much more than just entertainment. This is a story about how music and a ton of lights totally transformed a city's waterfront. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, just take a look at this. You've got this one lone figure on stage, absolutely dwarfed by this massive glowing structure behind them. And in front, a sea of phones, all held high. I mean, it's pure spectacle, right? But like I said, this isn't just a concert, it's a statement. What you're looking at here is a very carefully crafted experience that has a much, much deeper meaning. So, first things first, let's just talk about the spectacle of it all. Because, before you can even get into what's really going on, the first thing that just hits you is the insane scale of this production. So, what are we talking about here? I mean, these are the core ingredients, right? You've got a massive stage that just dominates the skyline, a cascade of lights literally painting the night sky, and then, of course, thousands and thousands of hands in the air. You can almost feel that energy just looking at the photos, can't you? It's just this incredible moment where everyone's united. Just an absolutely electrifying atmosphere. Okay, but if you start to look a little closer, especially at the background, you might notice something kind of unusual. Like, where in the world is this happening? Because this is definitely not your typical festival ground.
And here you go, this is that transformation in action. So on one side, you've got the port of Veracruz, Mexico, during the day. It's functional, it's industrial, gritty, all business. But then, on the other side, that exact same space turns into this explosion of light and sound. It becomes this beacon, drawing everybody to the water's edge. I mean, the contrast is just, wow, it's stunning.
And this juxtaposition is what I find so incredible. I mean, you have an artist performing for thousands of people, and literally right behind them is this huge cargo ship. Those cranes, those shipping containers, they're not just some background decoration somebody put up. No, they are the set. And it just creates this totally surreal, completely unforgettable environment where heavy industry and art just smash right into each other. Of course, a venue like this is nothing without the people, right? So let's shift gears and talk about the human element, because this crowd creates its own kind of power that's just amazing. I mean, just look at the scale of this thing. It is literally a sea of people. It's like, for one night, this industrial workhorse of a space is totally repopulated, and it becomes this temporary, bustling city where the only language that matters is the music. Everybody facing the same way, sharing the exact same beat. It's powerful stuff. And, even inside that massive crowd, you find these really intimate moments of connection. Think about it from the artist's point of view up on that stage. It's not just some anonymous mass of people out there. It's a field of individual faces, an ocean of energy that's being given and received. And that direct line right there between the performer and the people, that's what makes the whole thing breathe. It's what makes it come alive. Okay, so we've got the huge spectacle, this really unique venue, and this incredibly powerful crowd. But it all kind of begs the question, right? Why? Why would you go to all this trouble to put on a festival in the middle of a working port? Well, this is where we get to the real heart of the story. And here it is, the crucial piece of the puzzle. This event actually has a name, and that name explains absolutely everything. It's called the Circuito Nacional de Festivales por la Paz, which in English means the National Circuit of Festivals for Peace. And suddenly, it all clicks into place, doesn't it? This was never, ever just a party. This was part of a national movement. So this whole initiative, it had three really clear goals. First up, reclaiming public spaces. Taking a place like a port and proving it can also belong to the people for culture and for celebration. Second, it was about uniting communities through art, using music as this universal language that can bring literally everyone together. And finally, the big one, the ultimate goal, promoting a culture of peace. And that brings us right back to that idea of transformation we started with. By taking over the port, even just for a night, the festival sends this incredibly powerful message. It says that any space can be reimagined, that communities can come together peacefully, and that art can be a really powerful force for positive change. So the transformation itself is symbolic, right? And its message is designed to last way, way longer than the final encore. So we kind of end right where we started, with that single artist channeling all that energy out into the night. An event like this, being part of a circuit for peace, well, that's no accident. It's a deliberate act. It's an intentional act of transformation. But the question is, can it actually last? Can one night, one festival truly change a city? That's something to think about.